So you're thinking to come and join me as I live and work abroad. Woohoo! Hi travellers, I'm Anne's daughter the lake and welcome back to my channel where I put up new videos every week giving tips and strategies to help enhance your travel experiences. So I've been living and working abroad for over 11 years now. Oh, where has the time gone? And I absolutely love it. In this video I'm going to go through 4 questions that are worth considering if you're thinking about taking the plunge or have taken it and going, why am I doing this? Because it's freaking awesome. Alrighty, let's start with what is it like? I think living abroad is amazing. Otherwise I wouldn't do it. I'd be doing something entirely different. You get to have so many experiences that you just wouldn't if you still lived at home. That's why you're thinking about it. I should weigh up my options here. So you'll get to see other countries, more than just the neighbouring countries that are around you. In the exception that you're from New Zealand and, well, then you've got Australia and we've all been there, we've done that. But still, living abroad in Australia is a great stepping stone for those of us Kiwis that are watching. I've done it myself, so be sure to check out some of the videos that I've put up about living as a Kiwi in Australia. I have tried it and I'm sure I'll do it again soon. Because there's no visa involved for us, we can just go and live and work there. Sure, setting up is always a little bit expensive. Setting up your bank card, getting that Medicare card, all of those sorts of annoying things. But because I've done it once, then I already have all that set up in place. So as I say, I'm sure I'll be back there at some point in the future because it is a great place to live. The weather's amazing, but you'll get to know other cultures beyond your own. Even if you're only moving to the next door country, for example, Kiwis moving to Australia, there's some differences. And you don't get to know them as a tourist necessarily. You have to live somewhere a little while to be able to go, whoa, might be how it's working. And of course, all our viewpoints are different. There's so much of the world to be seen, and you should definitely get out there and experience some of those cultures beyond what you see when you're a tourist. For the most part, it's cheaper. Certainly the jobs that I've had, whether they're teaching or working within the field that I studied, and some of that might be because I take particular positions where the accommodation is offered, transport, and relocation costs. So you really should look at the contract quite seriously, see what is on offer. I mean, imagine right now if that was removed from your budget. So it means that then all of what you earn is what you just have to spend. And what do you want to spend it on? Oh, and in some countries where the cost of living is just cheaper than where you're living right now. For example, when I lived in China, buying food, not foreign food, but buying Chinese food. Not Chinese food that's from our takeaway stores, real Chinese food. Check out the video, I'll put it in the description box below, of how to eat cheaply when you're in China, and this goes for whether you're a tourist or whether you're living there. Which leads me into another point, that is the ability to save money. Because so many of those heavy costs are taken out. You might not necessarily have a car. I have had cars when I've lived in Australia, purely because I live in regional areas, so it's a seeming necessity. But as you've seen me living in Saudi and in China, I haven't had a car, so that cost, all the costs associated with owning a vehicle, gone. And again, so what are you going to do with that money? It can be a vehicle for saving, moving abroad, especially when so much of your take-home pay is for what you want to spend it on. Some people have student loans. Some people want to save for travel. Some people are trying to hustle to save for their retirement. We should all be doing that. However, I find that more of your budget is yours to do with as you choose. It's not automatically spoken for. So whatever savings goal you have in mind, moving abroad could be the vehicle in which you take to achieving that goal. Another reason why you should do it is the amazing people you will meet, and I'm going to classify that as friends. I have met some of my best friends whilst living and working abroad. We have the same shared experiences, so I don't know, and I'm sure we'll be friends forever. It doesn't have to be a barrier as long as you've got internet connection. I'll also add to the why you should do it list is the travel opportunities. whether it's public holidays or your annual leave that you have from your position. If it's in a region where you've never been before, there are usually neighbouring countries, except New Zealand and Australia, where you can just shoot off to for the weekend that you would never have thought to go before. Also, there's a potential to have more holidays. If you're a teacher, for example, then you'll have a summer break of some description. This is what I'm doing now, is having my summer break, and look at my vista. I mean, I will say, whenever I live in Australia, I always think, oh, that first half of the year up until Easter, that's when all the public holidays are. It seems there's so few after Easter, and it's like such a long year. So yeah, potentially there are more, so that gives you those long weekends in which to be able to pop away somewhere, travel with those friends that you've made. Why should you do it? Why shouldn't you do it? What is the barrier at the moment that's holding you back? You really have to toss up, look at your budget and go, what's not working for me? You don't necessarily have to be educated either. You don't necessarily have to have a degree. It is helpful though, and gives you more opportunities for the types of jobs that you want to get. I have also chosen to do teaching English abroad, so if you have the right passport, that can be a wonderful option. Even if it's just a year out of your life, it can change things remarkably. And the worst thing is, if you hate it, you can always go home. You know what's on offer at home. When I left Australia just now, so please check out those videos. I'll put them in the description box below. Yes, I had to sell my car, had to get rid of my mattress, all of those things. But actually, they seem really burdensome, but it's so nice to have less stuff. And not that I'm the great minimalist at all, but my suitcase is what I have, and you know, stuff comes and goes, but knowing that I have to get back down to that 30 kgs to get to the next destination is certainly, it's a reason not to keep buying stuff, because I have nowhere to put it. I can't take it with me. So making new memories for me and taking pictures, taking these videos, they're the things that I can go with on the go. Why wouldn't you do it? Give it a go. I think that's the worst part, is that sometimes fear holds us back. But when you see other people, and especially with Instagram, I scroll through my feed, I'm just like, wow, look at all those cool places. That gives me energy. I want to go to those places too. I don't want to look at it and go, oh, if only. No, I'm like, oh, right, that's on the list. Oh, that looks like a lovely spot. Tell me exactly where it is so I can go and do my own version of it. Is it lonely? It's only as lonely as you make it. I'm so lucky that I have such an amazing network of fabulous friends. If it means getting different apps on your phone so that you can stay in contact with your loved ones abroad while you're abroad, do so. Whether they're on Viber, whether they're on Telegram, like Snapchat, whatever it is, get it, then you'll always be connected. Yes, time zones are a pain sometimes, but yeah, some days aren't great. Of course, it's not all rainbows and lollipops, but it doesn't have to be that way. Okay, so what are the downsides? It's being physically face-to-face away from friends and family, but that has not stopped me. I have Skyped into baby showers I've seen at friends' weddings. They've also had Skyped in to see the wedding ceremony take place. Your phone connects you to the world. And another downside, as there is in wherever you're living right now, there are some hard days. That doesn't go away because you're still you wherever you go. So it's how you manage situations. The worst thing is you absolutely can't stand the food, the culture, but you've given it a go. And so what if you end up going home? You've tried. You know what it's like at home, so you know what you're giving up. Whatever your industry is, or if you want to flip into a different industry, living abroad is an amazing way to do it too. I think as well, to put on your CV that you have lived and worked abroad, it shows your flexibility, your adaptability to potential employers. Get searching, see what's out there, see what the possibilities are, because I can say I am going to continue to do it. I absolutely love it, and I hope that you will join me because it is so amazing. Please make sure that you check out my videos of living as a foreigner in China, in Saudi and in Australia. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and we'll catch you in the next one.